Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Good Margaret. Russia's unprovoked invasion of Ukraine 3 years ago was a terrible attack on a sovereign nation, escalating into a conflict that's killed over 1 million people, created 7 million refugees, displaced 3.7 million people internally, and put almost 1.3 million people in dire need of humanitarian aid. 13 million people, including over 2 million children. Tens of thousands of children were also abducted by Russia, forcefully taken away from their families. And despite its vicious, indiscriminate military assaults and many war crimes committed, thanks to the bravery and steadfastness of Ukraine, very little has changed on the ground compared to what was already in situ following the annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the subsequent war in Donbass. The adoption of the ineffective Minsk agreements and the pathetically weak response of major European nations, in particular to the Donbass war, emboldened Putin to invade Ukraine on the 24th of February 2022. Europe belatedly responded with military and civil aid, as did the US, and Ireland too played its part in providing support in line with our policy of military neutrality. In the initial stages of the invasion, the international community, led by the then normal United States administration and European allies, rallied to support Ukraine. The US Congress appropriated nearly $174 billion from fiscal years 22 to 24 and supplemented appropriations to aid Ukraine. This assistance was instrumental in bolstering Ukraine's defence and providing humanitarian relief. However, recent shifts in US policy have thrown this into disarray. And I just want to put on the record, in this country, we had President John F. Kennedy address the Dáil here. We also had President Zelensky address the Dáil here. We respected both their contributions, but we had a particular cousinly relation with JFK when he came to Ireland. He was seen as one of our own, coming back to the old sod, a Catholic, coming back from America, made good. Our relationship with America goes back generations. 40 million diaspora claim to have some form of Irish heritage on this island. The Americans are our cousins, our friends, our relatives. The Americans are a great people. And we've always believed in American exceptionalism. We've always maybe followed European policy socially, but admired the American dream from afar. So we can't lecture our friends and cousins in America about the democratic choices they made. But I do know, from speaking to some of them, that many of them regret their decisions. They may have voted Republican because they felt the Democrats weren't actually addressing some of their bread and butter needs. But what's happening now is nothing more than the systemic attempt to dismantle democracy in the US. So I would say, I want to put it on the record, there's no point in an opposition deputy being a nice person and trying to placate the US administration. I want to put on the record for 40 years' time that we have a narcissist in office in the United States. Someone who puts transactions above what is morally right. Someone who abuses and mistreats women. Someone who has an unstable tech head in his administration trying to disassemble the working people of America. It's not my place to comment on America's democratic right to elect people like this, but I do want to put it on the record that you still have a chance in the congressional elections in 2 years' time to have some sort of a positive impact for your people. And I'm saying that in the same way as Elon Musk came and tried to interfere in the German elections and talk about AfD. We leave it up to the people to decide. But to our friends and cousins in America, please speak out against the transactional abuses that your president is committing in relation to Ukraine and in relation to Palestine. Glory to Ukraine, and thanks to our guests today.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.